quote comes from Earl Nightingale, who said this: "As in all successful ventures, the foundation of a good retirement is planning." Boy, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right?
That is not just a clever turn of phrase, right? It is a universal truth. I mean, think about this. Nobody accidentally builds a thriving business. Nobody stumbles their way into a championship, and no one wakes up one day and magically finds themselves financially free in retirement. Every single successful venture starts with a solid plan. And guess what? Retirement, folks, that's no different. I meet people all the time who have worked for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. I mean, pouring their heart and their soul into their families, into their jobs, raising their families, I should say, and doing everything right, except for one thing. They've never actually created a real plan for what comes next. Yes, they have savings in a 401k, maybe some Social Security coming in, but beyond that, there's no income plan. There's no tax strategy. There's no plan for inflation. There's no plan for the rising cost of healthcare or the possibility of outliving their money. And here is the very hard truth, folks. Hope is not a plan. Winging it is not a retirement strategy. And a pile of money without a purpose is just a source of anxiety. And that's why I love this quote by Earl Nightingale. He said, "It's not the finish line. It is the next big venture." And just like starting a business, it actually takes vision, it takes intention, and it takes structure. And that is what I do for my clients every single day. I sit down with real people, with teachers, with nurses, with mechanics, with federal employees, with engineers, with business owners, people who have done the hard work and just want to make sure that the next chapter of life is their best chapter. So we build personalized plans that cover every single angle: predictable lifetime income, protection from market downturns, smart tax strategies, legacy and estate planning, and above all, peace of mind. Because when you know what the plan is and you know how the plan is working for you, you can financially enjoy the freedom that retirement is supposed to bring. And look, folks, I get it. Retirement planning can feel overwhelming. You're juggling a dozen moving parts: when to take Social Security, how to handle your required minimum distributions, how to make your money last, and how to navigate all of the what ifs that come with getting older, right? But that's why partnering with somebody who knows how to bring it all together, all right, is so valuable. So if you are approaching retirement, or maybe you've already retired but never really put a full strategy in place, I want to invite you to reach out. Come sit down with me for a no-cost, no-obligation retirement planning session, and let us take a look at where you are, where you want to go, and build a roadmap that gets you there safely, confidently, and securely. Because I want you to remember this: the foundation of a good retirement is planning. Let's build that foundation together the right way.
Absolutely right. And call Mike to get that process started. 704-560-1573, 704-560-1573. You can also go online to the website. It's moneymatterswithmike.com. Or again, as I said at the beginning of the show, go to Facebook, search for Money Matters with Mike. You can reach out to him there as well. Send a carrier pigeon, Pony Express, however you need to do it. Just get in touch with Mike for that free consultation. And yeah, absolutely free of any cost or any obligation to start coming up with your plan. And that is really what today's show is all about. Planning not only for growth, for building a big nest egg, but also planning, more importantly, in retirement, for income. And, Mike, really focusing on growth alone isn't the answer. That's really kind of the big takeaway from today's show.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we're going to talk about the need for retirement income planning because, retirement itself is a significant life transition, and ensuring financial security during that phase requires more than just a well-performing investment portfolio, right? While investment growth is crucial, growth alone cannot guarantee a stable and sustainable income throughout your retirement years. So that's why a comprehensive retirement income plan is absolutely essential to help you manage and then mitigate various financial risks that you might face. It'll help you align your financial goals with your lifestyle, and then it'll be able to adapt to the unpredictable nature of life, right? Because life tends to throw curveballs.
Inevitably so. And, that really is so important to keep in mind, to have a plan that's going to be able to account for whatever could happen. As you said, the what ifs, in life there. And let's talk about the role of a retirement income plan. I mean, it's really a structured approach to managing your finances during retirement is kind of what it boils down to. But what are the different kinds of, I guess, aspects or risks that the retirement income plan should and hopefully does cover?
Yeah, so it's going to help you, number one, minimize those risks, right? By identifying and addressing whatever the key financial risks are, a retirement income plan can provide a safety net that helps you protect your savings as well as mitigate longevity risk. It'll, help you determine what your expenses are going to be in retirement, and then more importantly, how you plan to fund those expenses. So when you're able to understand your income from all different sources and how that relates to what you've got coming in and what you've got going out, folks, that's called cash flow, right? A solid plan will help you identify any of those gaps and develop strategies to fill them, okay? And then, of course, when we're talking about developing those strategies, not only for income, but for withdrawals and then continued investing, a well thought out plan ensures that all of your investments, all of your income sources, and your withdrawal strategies are aligned with your financial goals and needs. And then, of course, we want to help you stay on track. So we encourage the regular review and adjusting of your plan so that you can adapt to all of your changing life circumstances and maintain your desired standard of living. Annual reviews at a minimum with a financial professional can ensure that your plan remains relevant as conditions change within your life.
Yeah, as we often say, it's not a set it and forget it type situation. You have to be willing and ready to make any changes that might be needed or required. And of course, working with a financial pro is the best way to do that. So you make sure you make the right changes. You take the emotion off the table, because when life does throw you those curveballs, it's easy to get emotional about your situation and kind of freak out and make decisions that are not rational in that given situation, right? I mean, you want to take that definitely off the table and stay focused on the goal. Keep your eyes on the prize.